Hola amigos, bienvenidos a mi canal, soy Rocío. Si eres nuevo a mi canal, muchísimas gracias por visitarme y desde ya te invito a que le des like al video, te suscribas a mi canal y no te olvides de activar la campanita de notificaciones para que no te pierdas de nada. So today we have something very interesting. This is actually a review from one of the Netflix shows that I just watched. I think it came out a couple weeks ago or something like that, and I just watched it. And I wanted to share this with you because I feel like this is happening still. And I think it's important to share these stories that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with. And this is about a show. It's called Bad Influence and the Dark Side of Kidfluencing. And this is the official trailer. Pretty much kids filming videos, kids on social media that are filming all types of videos, pranks, vlogs, music videos, I don't know, just dancing, a little bit of everything. But there's more behind all these videos. And this show kind of tells you the whole story. And I'm not saying that this applies to everybody, to every family or every kid. I don't think so, but I think it's pretty real for some people and some families, some kids that are going through this right now. So let's start and let's go straight to the video. And this is the trailer, okay? Let's go and play.
It's Piper, go!
Piper Raquel is an incredibly popular child influencer.
This young lady's amassed more than 10 million followers on YouTube.
Piper's
Crazy.
mother, Tiffany Smith, is the momager.
She took these kids to massive viral fame. It seemed so innocent, but it wasn't innocent at all.
Tiffany finds people who want to be famous. She takes advantage of them.
Things can get very muddy when kids are making an obscene amount of money.
Yeah.
At her peak, Piper's earning between $300,000 and $500,000 a month.
Young girls have very large numbers of adult men as followers.
Tiffany would direct us to pose certain ways, hugging a certain way in a clip.
Closer, 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 closer.
She would be like, over and over, sex sells, make it sexy.
Smile, flirt with the camera. Here we go.
Where's the line for Tiffany?
I was 17 years old. We were on my live stream, then the kiss happened.
Oh, yes.
I woke up in the morning and it was gone. If someone could erase us from the internet,
She kissed him.
then what else could they get away with?
Everything was controlled by Tiffany.
We were filming like 10 to 15 videos a day.
Okay, action.
If you leave the squad, you're going to get blacklisted.
She would start hate campaigns.
It's like a cult or something, like you can't get out. You know all the consequences of even just crossing her.
You didn't hear the way she spoke to me.
People should be asking themselves, is it really okay for my child's vulnerabilities to be displayed to random strangers?
It doesn't matter what happened to us as long as they got it on camera.
That's crazy.
I remember being so scared.
It's not just these kids. There's so many others. And if something isn't done, these won't be the last kids.
Yeah. Okay. So let's stop it right there. And I just had a few things in mind, and I think I forgot one of them while I was watching the trailer. But this is crazy, and I just wanna maybe exchange opinions with you guys or our perspective on this documentary, on this. It's a real topic. I mean, it's happening. So one thing, a few things that came to my head when I was watching the trailer was, first of all, let's see, Piper, it's the main girl, Piper biting her nails. I feel like they are exploiting the kids too. She gets away with everything. What other thing? There was one more thing that came to my head and I think I forgot. I'll probably remember. Because she kissed a minor in camera. They were doing a live and she kissed it. Okay, so First thing, I mean, this is a huge topic, and I think it's very controversial too for many people. But just a few things that I wanna bring up during the video. Right now, before I forget. Okay, so Piper is the main girl, right? And her mom is the manager, Tiffany. So they started filming videos since she was a little kid. I mean, these are little kids. Now I think she's 17. I could be wrong. Please help me in the comments below. But they started really early and they grew so fast. The videos that they were posting were really interesting. I mean, kids love to watch those kinds of videos. And I feel like the mom, yeah, she did so many things wrong. I feel like just because of the fame, the money, she wanted more. She got greedy too, in a way. And I don't want to tell you the whole documentary. I mean, you have to go to Netflix and watch it. I recommend it. And let me know what you think. Some parents feel guilty because they've also filmed videos with their kids. And they're like, oh my gosh, was I acting like this, like that mom, like in that documentary? No, there's some parents that they do it for fun, or they do it because they actually, yeah, they like it and they want to post stuff on, they want to be active on social media. But I don't think a lot of the parents go to this extent like the mom did. She gathered, like, she was always looking for new faces, for new kids to film videos with her daughter. But she was making all the money. So there's a lot going on in this show. So I want you to watch it and tell me what you think. But here, like, the little girl, Piper, biting her nails, that tells me a lot. Not in camera, but like behind the cameras, she's like biting her nails all the time. I feel like it's like different emotions that I see. Like maybe fear, nervous, scared, worried. There's something going on. There's a lot of tension there. Kids are stressed out just by doing all this. Yes, they love it. They want to be in front of the cameras. They enjoy what they do, especially because they're with their friends. But there has to be a limit, right? What's too much? So this is really interesting. And I wrote a few things down just so I remember. Because during the show, I feel like these are all kids. And I'm talking about like under 15 years old. And they're going through a lot, right? I see a lot of money, obviously, exploitation, sexual allegations too, fame that comes with all this on social media. And I feel like are all the parents, the other parents from like the other kids that are also participating in these videos, are they guilty in a way because they are allowing their kids to be part of the videos? Are they blinded by the money also? Did they actually know what was going on, or were they really like innocent, like they were naive, that they didn't think that nothing was wrong, but they were not allowed in the same room where the kids were filming, which is a little weird because you couldn't see. I mean, I understand, okay, they're working because that was their job, but at least you have to know what's going on. Another issue that I see was that some kids weren't going to school. It wasn't like they didn't really have a rule. I feel like, I don't know, it was just a little crazy. And it was like, you do whatever you want, but there wasn't like a teacher on set. There wasn't anything like that. And I feel like education, it's still important. And the kids have to have, they have to be organized. They have to be disciplined too. And I feel like they were just going a little crazy over here doing those videos. They were paying more attention to the money, to the fame, to be like cool on social media, instead of like focusing or multitasking, I should say, with their schoolwork and their job, their career, which was the videos. Some of the kids, they did go to school, but I felt like it wasn't like their priority. It wasn't. And also certain videos, let's see. Oh, okay. So going back to the parents, the other parents, I'm sure that they watched some of the videos, right? So if they thought that some of those videos were, or some of the behaviors, were inappropriate, why didn't they remove their kids from that? They still allowed them to continue and film with Piper, her mom, and the mom's boyfriend, which was the director pretty much. He was the one who filmed, but he still directed. Yeah, he was a director also. The mom was the mastermind behind all this. So that's something to think about. Like, were the other parents really naive? Did they not know anything? And this is the problem too. The kids weren't like, they were not that open with their parents. There was only like one or two that actually shared like some of the issues that they were seeing, because some of the kids noticed that, okay, hold on one second, this is not right. I'm only like 10, 11 years old, and she's making us do all this, which like kind of sounds weird. It feels weird. And the kids were uncomfortable doing all this. So it's a very controversial topic, and to me, it's important to hear them. Like, I feel like you need to have an open relationship with your children. Like, you need to be honest. You need to have a good relationship so they can trust you and they can come to you for anything. And I feel like, I don't know if the kids didn't want to say anything because they were afraid that they weren't going to be allowed to work after that. Maybe, I don't know. But it's sad in a way that they couldn't come to their parents and share that with them. And the kids, they're still kids after all, right? So they were innocent, they were naive. And I feel like, yes, the mom, the manager, the momager, she took advantage of that because she knew that they were kids and they're going to do whatever she tells them. But she crossed the line because she kissed a minor in doing a live. It was a live stream, and she did it. She got away with it. She also had some inappropriate scenes that the kids felt uncomfortable doing, like touching on a certain part of their bodies, like kissing, finding like different boyfriends and girlfriends for these kids for the videos. The videos were not like the real life. It wasn't like a reality. It was more like scripted, and they just went with it, So there's a lot going on, but it was a really interesting documentary on Netflix, 3 episodes. So I hope you go and watch it. Other stuff that I have here is to the kids, it was just acting, right? That was their job. They were scripted. They were told what to do. And they just went with it, And they probably thought it was fine because the adults that they trusted directed them. They trusted Tiffany, the mom, and they trusted Hunter, which was the mom's boyfriend. So in my head, I feel, okay, maybe the kids, they thought that it was okay, And Piper, the main girl, she was used to all this. The other kids, it was kind of like new for them. But since Piper was fine with it, then they were like, okay, cool. She's okay, then it's okay with me too, So it's sad to me. Certain behaviors were very inappropriate, and you have to watch the documentary to see that. And kids wanted that fame, and they wanted to be cool, in front of everybody. They wanted to be famous on social media, and that's what a lot of kids want nowadays. That's all they do. They're always on their phone. It's like most kids are, that new generation, I should say, they are like robots. Their phone eats everything, and it's so frustrating for me because, I'm a different generation. That's a different topic. But anyways, let's keep going with this. And I really think that again, going back, you have to have a good relationship with your kids so they can come to you and tell you, especially like this kind of issues that they're having, you know, so you can help them and protect them. Because the parents, after all this, after all that truth, they felt horrible and they felt like they didn't protect their own kids. And it's sad. I feel like, yeah, they were helpless. And even though there was a lawsuit, and yes, they won, how much was it? Like $1.85 million, I think, or something like that. And that had to be split with 11 families, I believe. Yeah, it was a very interesting documentary. And then I have something else here. What did I write? The mom, Tiffany and Hunter, did they get away with it? And after all this happened, all the kids were gone, obviously. But so what did they do? They went and found other kids to film with. So they did get away with everything pretty much. It's so sad because there's no like set rules or laws that protect the kids in this type of situation. Right now, I think the only law that came up after this was that the kids need to be paid for their work. But is that protecting them? I don't think so. I mean, yes, they made a lot of money. So that's the only change that, as far as I know, after this documentary, that's what I learned from it. I just hope that new laws come in place because it's crazy, but at the same time, it's so hard to control because there's millions of people doing this. They're filming. And sometimes, I mean, most of the time you are filming at home, right? So it's tough to have a law for all this. It's a real tough one. It's a tough situation, you know? And also I felt like the main girl, Piper, she felt like it was her responsibility because she was the star, right? And the mom, yeah, she was the manager. But the little girl was doing everything. She was on all the videos. So I felt like as she grew older, she felt like it was her financial responsibility to keep going, to keep filming because that was their job. That was all. So she didn't really have time to process any of this, or it just became normal for her. But I can still see in her eyes like something is going on. Maybe she's sad. Maybe she's helpless too in a way. She's growing. Does she like it? Yeah, I think she likes being on social media. She likes to be like in the spotlight. And she's very talented. But I feel like there's more behind the face, behind her eyes. And she's a very pretty girl. And I think now she's on a different, well, she's in different platforms. But another platform, it's not OnlyFans, but another platform that it's kind of like that. So now that she's growing, yeah, of course, she's more like provocative and more sexy, especially the outfits that she's wearing. And I get that because you want like more views on your videos. She's growing. She has a boyfriend. Supposedly it's a real boyfriend because in the videos it was like everything was fake. But this is supposed to be the real one. I don't know. I mean, I don't follow their accounts. I just saw that documentary. So I feel like this girl, she felt like it was her responsibility. So that's why she kept going with whatever her mom told her to. I feel like, yeah, she was brainwashed pretty much, just like the other kids were. So, oh man, this is sometimes you feel like you want to do more, right? And you can't. I mean, you can just talk and share this kind of videos, documentaries, just so we can open our eyes because it's happening, you know? You probably think, no, this is not how it can be. I mean, there's not people like that. Yes, there are people like that. So once again, I recommend this documentary, so you can see and just to be prepared. especially if you have little kids that want to do this, that want to be on social media like so terribly. And yes, they can be and do their videos, but just make sure that you're protecting them in every single way, because there's crazy people out there and they do want to take advantage of especially new kids getting started. So just be careful, open your eyes, listen to your kids, have a good relationship with them, be open with them, talk to them about everything, and be there for them, especially. Communicate with the other adults you're working with. Yes, there's some people that are very good at brainwashing everybody. So just be careful. Be careful and open your eyes. You have to, I feel like you have to have eyes everywhere, because you never know when you're going to come across those people. So just watch out, be careful, and I hope you watch that documentary and leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. What did you think about these kids, the show? What happened behind the scenes? Do you think it was right? Did she get away with it? Did she not do anything wrong in your eyes? What do you think? Were the other parents guilty as well? Or were they not? Who was guilty? Is there? Maybe there's nobody that is guilty in your eyes. I don't know. Leave your comments below. And also, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later. Ciao.